Article 3, Surrogates Court Procedure Act, Proceedings, Pleadings, and Process. 301, Statute of Limitations. A, for the purpose of computing the period of limitation under Article 2 of the CPLR, a proceeding is commenced upon the filing of a petition, provided process is issued and service made upon any respondent within 120 days after the date of the filing of the petition, except that when process is served by publication, the first publication be made within 120 days of the filing of the petition. B, if a proceeding is dismissed for failure to effect proper service, petitioner may commence a new proceeding despite the expiration of statute of limitations after the commencement of the original proceeding based upon the same instrument, transaction, or occurrence within 120 days of such dismissal, provided that service is effectuated within such 120-day period. 302. Pleadings. Unless otherwise provided in the Surrogates Court Procedure Act, A, pleading shall consist of the petition, answer, objections, and account. APOA. Answer, petition, objections, account. B, there shall be no other pleading unless directed by the court. C, an answer or objection shall be served upon the return of process or at such a later date as directed by the court. 2, statements in a pleading shall be sufficiently particular to give the demand for the relief sought. 3, copies of all pleadings except an account shall be served upon any party who has appeared in the proceeding and demanded a copy of all papers be served upon him, and upon all parties upon whom the court by order or oral direction entered in the minutes directs that service be made. A party who fails to comply with this requirement may be treated as a party in default. This is 303. All verification. All pleadings shall be verified in the manner provided by CPLR 3020. 304. Contents of petition. In addition to the requirements as may be applicable to the petition in a particular proceeding, a petition must substantially set forth 1. The title of the proceeding, the name and domicile of the person to whose estate or the person the proceeding relates to and of the petitioner, petitioner. 2. The facts upon which the jurisdiction of the court depends in the particular proceeding. 3. So far as they can be ascertained with due diligence, the name and addresses of all persons interested, upon whom service of process is required, or concerning whom the court is required to have information. And in addition, there shall be shown by petition or affidavit in form satisfactory to the court the following. If any person, A, if any person be an infant, his age, his date of birth, whether he has a guardian, whether his father, or if he be dead, his mother is living, his connection with the estate, and the names and addresses of such persons, and the person with whom the infant resides. Okay. B, if any person be an incompetent, the name and address of his committee, if any, and of the person or institution having his care and custody, and if there be no committee, the name and address of an adult relative or friend having an interest in his welfare. C, if any person be an incapacitated person, the facts regarding his incapacity, and if confined, name and address of the institution having his care and custody, and the name and address of an adult relative or friend having an interest in his welfare, and if a conservatee as designated in Section 77.01 of Mental Hygiene Law, the name and address of his conservator. If any person be unknown, or his name or whereabouts be unknown, a general description of such person, showing his connection with the estate and his interest in the proceeding, and the facts surrounding what effort, and the facts showing what effort has been made to ascertain his name or whereabouts. If any person is locked up in the state or elsewhere, the name and address of the institution to which he's confined, name and address of an adult or friend having an interest in his welfare. F, if any person be included in a class and his name be unknown, the names or addresses of the other persons in the class who are known, and a general description of all other persons belonging to the class, their connection with the estate, and their interest in the proceeding. 4, that there are no other persons than those mentioned interested in the application or proceeding. 5, a request for the relief sought. 305, process where returnable. The process of a surrogate's court, except where otherwise prescribed by law, must be made returnable before the court from which it was issued.